welcome to Insights with Thomas Caldwell on Thursday, November the 6th, 2025. Okay, Tom, we just had the 2025 federal budget announced on Tuesday. What are your thoughts?
Wow. Well, I'm not so much interested in the detail of a budget as I am in what is it telling me? What is it telling me about direction? Where are we going as a country? I love the verbiage, by the way. It's generational. Do they have AI come up with these phrases? You know, they have this great new world verbiage, but it really doesn't connect to what's there. It's a typical liberal budget. We have programs to help everybody at everything, and a little bit of tinkering with the tax. It is not a world changer. It's not really what we need. I'm trying to give Mr. Carney the benefit of the doubt, but you still have the same old liberal establishment there. To really get Canada going, you have to unleash the potential of the people in this country. And that means you've got to deal with the taxes, you've got to deal with regulation, and you've got to deal with a splintered economy, that is all these special interest groups, regional interest groups. We're not dealing with those issues. Now, admittedly, all budgets disappoint somebody. You can't please everybody in a budget. It is a passable budget, but it is nowhere near the verbiage that's used and nowhere near what we need to go forward. And maybe that's going to take a little bit of time. I'm very optimistic on the potential of Canada. We could be the place where people are pouring money in to develop projects, but it's our governments that are letting us down with this gerrymandering of Mickey Mouse policies and trying to buy votes and piece off people. Think big. They got to think differently. And by thinking differently, deal with taxes. That's number one. Number one at the federal level, and not this, 1% if you do this and if you do that. That's nonsense. We need bigger changes in our thinking. Taxes, regulation, special interest groups. Start to think about Canada first. We're not there yet, but it's a start. I'm not going to poo-poo the guy. Yeah. God bless him. I hope it works out.
So I know how much you and I love this country. Let's talk about what this budget means for the Canadian economy and the markets.
Well, I don't think it means a lot to it. I was kind of interested. He is sort of trying to open the banking sector a little bit. The banks control this country. They control everything, regulation, securities, everything. So they're trying to chip away at that. That's a positive. It has lots of little programs for everybody. But as an entrepreneur, I've funded hundreds of businesses over my career. We have never once been able to access $1 of government assistance. And that's created hundreds of thousands of jobs and billions of dollars in GDP, the stuff that I've been involved in over the years. The programs, only the bad guys, only the con men can get through all the regulars. A businessman, the high-tech guys, they're moving fast. They don't have time to be filling government application forms out. So we've got to think differently in the world that we're entering into. Enable, empower the entrepreneurs, and there's lots of them out there in Canada, and if we don't nurture that environment, we're not going to grow it. So this is not a really long-term growth budget. In terms of markets are a little bit different. It's kind of interesting. I think the fellow that did The Big Short is now, buying puts, that is shorting or attempting to short the magnificent 7 high-tech companies. And sooner or later, the air does have to come out of that group. And when you knock off the leaders in a market, that is the market leaders, it will cool out the rest of the market. So if I had to guess, on short-term markets are always difficult to predict because something's going to happen. Mr. Trump is going to happen. But you might have a little bit of sort of chewing around in a band here between now and year-end, unless something very positive comes out of it. Canadian market is a non-factor. It doesn't exist. We just take our cue from the U.S. market. But the U.S. economy is still holding up. Market's holding up. But I just think we're going to have a little consolidation period here for a while.
Well, thank you so much for your insights, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching. Bye for now.